Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing this is a redo video of the post game that I originally did, but I didn't feel like I did a very good job at it. So, what I'm going to do is just point out the stats that happened in the game, and I'll tell you. Um, I'm going to say this right now. This was a hell of a game. This was a hell of a game by Russell Wilson. And 414 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. The interception that should have never counted, so I take that away because that should have been a penalty on the Bengals defender, on Tyler Britt, for pulling down George Pickens' uh, helmet, for pulling him down. But nonetheless, they lost. Who gives a fuck what they want? And just absolutely great. Absolutely great game. I think this was one of those games where we needed to show out, and we did. In a very, very hard fought game and a very strong game by this offense. Of 414 yards, 3 touchdowns for Russell Wilson. And he was getting the ball to everybody, getting everybody involved. I love that. I love it. 3 touchdowns, one to Calvin Austin, one to Pat Freiermuth, and one to George Pickens. This game was the definition of what we needed to see out of this team. And that's what I love. We had, if I'm not mistaken, 4. We had 4 sacks and 3 fumbles, 3 forced fumbles. This right here was something that needed to happen. 2 of those sacks that came from T.J. Watt. And I'm going to point this out right now, is that the secondary in this game, besides from a tip pass to a tipped pass in the air and intercepted by Dante Jackson, this secondary was really bad. It wasn't playing up to par on what you want. That's got to be fixed. You need to do better. And I'll just point out right now, our corners are not very good. They didn't play that good in this game. JPJ got so many holding penalties. It's ridiculous. I think there were like 8 penalties on Pittsburgh in this game. 8 or 9 penalties in all, I'm sure. So yeah, that needs to be cleaned up. Again, those 2 sacks, that makes T.J. Watt at 9 sacks this season. So, again, if he can continue to build off this and get more sacks, I would love it. Continue to switch him up in the defense. When they think that he's going to be going to the left side, put him on the right side. And when they think they got to hold him or double him, have him do what he does and get to the middle and pressure the quarterback, because he can do all of that. I don't give a damn if he's in his 30s. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about that. This team, in general, can win a playoff game or 2. I firmly believe that. But I'm not going there quite yet, because it has to be proven first. The tackling in this game was all around okay. We didn't let Burrow and Jamar have hardly a big game at all. So yeah, that was the biggest question coming into this, was if we could slow down this while this certain Bengals team is 4-7, well, 4-8 now. Could we get the Steelers that would just come in and just crash, and force the offense to make mistakes? And they did that. They made Burrow uncomfortable, and of course he had his daddy on the other side in TJ Watt. I don't care how you take that. And looking at that game in general for the Bengals, that wasn't a very good game at all, other than their passing attack and a couple good runs they had. Don't get me wrong, they still came back and put 38 points on the board, but when they had to rely on that defense, the Steelers did exactly what we wanted them to and exposed that defense for being as weak as it is. In fact, this Bengals defense, or that Bengals defense, all honesty, didn't do anything. Really didn't do anything. 1 sack. That's it. They caused pressure at moments, but above all else, they really didn't do anything. Besides the offense getting points on the board, but that is about it. Above anything else, they couldn't finish it out. So yeah, all around a great game. This defense stepped up when it needed to. This offense stepped up early and kept on going, and I love it. Continue that going. I don't want to see any more games. Sorry, my allergies are messing with me. I don't want to see any more games where we just give up big plays on offense to the opposing team's defense. I want this defense of ours to step up and don't let opposing offenses get down the field and just have a field day on them. That's what has been the big problem. Now, above that, I say a performance from the D-line, or the defense in general. I'll give the guys up front a B+, and the secondary a C-, because of how the secondary played. It just did not play good. And in fact, I would bump that down to a D. But the interception that happened on that play, again, an interception is an interception. So yeah, I'll take that. But anyway, another hard-fought win. I firmly can say that. This was a very hard-fought win from this team. We hardly seen any minus on the offense besides their penalty issues. And, to be frank, it really didn't have much of any minus besides those penalties. And we got to see Justin Fields in. And he, of course, ended up finishing out the game for us, getting us a first down. We come in, we kneel it, we take a knee, and of course we take a second knee. Game's over, we won. Pittsburgh Steelers 44, and the Cincinnati Bengals 38. Woo! Hang on just a sec. Ugh, brother, ugh. But yeah. With that being said, that's a end for this reaction. And absolutely love the way we played. We came out, we played physical, we played with something to prove. TJ Watt came out to play with something to prove. Thank you, Myles Garrett. You better keep an eye out for that sack leading there, buddy, because you never know when it could be taken up. And don't think just because it's going into like week 14 that TJ Watt can't do it. If he even thinks about it. If he even thinks about it, he'll do it. So you better watch out. But at the end of the day, here we go, Steelers. We are 9-3, baby. Let's fucking go. And on to the fucking Browns. Go back home with another like 1 p.m. game, I think. 1 p.m. or 4 o'clock game or something. Get a win there. We're 10-3, baby. If we get a win versus the Browns, that's 10-3. Right now, we are first. Let's make this a freaking run. Do not let up. If you want to prove that you can be Super Bowl, that we're Super Bowl contenders, we got to prove it now. But at the end of the day, hope you all enjoyed the video. And if you did enjoy it, like, comment, and subscribe. And I am out of here. Have a blessed day and peace out.